baby. Come on. Welcome back. I always love seeing you.
Always love seeing you.
You're a great follow on the social medias. I follow you, and I like seeing
Am I?
Yes, I like seeing what you're up to. I know that you're into fashion.
Yeah.
You posted
attention
this.
to it?
You were at a Celine
Oh, there
show
we go.
In this.
That's a little Schitt's Creek reunion there.
It is.
David and Stevie have never looked better,
I mean,
frankly.
gosh, you're a good-looking guy right there.
I find myself in very uncomfortable situations at those things, though.
Really?
Yeah, it's far less glamorous than you think.
Oh.
Like, I look good.
Yeah.
It was so hot. And I'm so polite, like the Canadian in me is so polite that I was like, I committed to the look. The look is like a wool coat.
Yes, it's a winter.
Looks fab.
Yeah.
Could not be hotter, to the point where, and then you get to that point where you're sweating under the clothes and then you can't take the jacket off because you've already sweat through all the clothes.
Yes.
And then every person I said hello to could feel the heat like emanating out from they're like, wow, you're
really hot.
really
right now.
warm.
Yeah, you're warm. Your
Yeah, I have a
temperature.
bad track record with
So it's not as
those
glamorous.
types of events.
It's not as glamorous as you would think by
No,
watching.
I mean, you look at it and you're like, yeah, it's a fashion show. It is. It's great.
Yeah.
I just haven't, I don't know.
You don't have good luck with them.
I don't have good luck.
You brought us another example just to show. This is a photo of so the front would normally look like this, and you look cool.
Yeah. I was sitting on a bench. I'm Canadian, so I'll just agree to anything. So you're sitting on a bench. Someone was like, can someone sit down? Can you move down? Yes. Someone else is sitting down. Can you move down? Absolutely. Someone else is sitting down. Can you move down? This is where I ended up on the bench at like a gorgeous fashion show where everyone's looking. Show the picture. Can you see what's going on? Can we actually zoom into my ass?
Are you floating?
This was a Loewe fashion show.
Are you?
This was
How
like
are you
hottest
doing
brand in the world.
That's a lot of
That
core
is a
strength.
full cheek off the bench.
Wow.
And I was sitting beside this like incredible K-pop star. I was in awe and could not have been more uncomfortable. So then over the course of this fashion show, if you actually do like sit half on a chair, I found myself having to like prop myself up. So my friend, meanwhile, is behind me taking these photos, laughing his ass off. Hold on, here we go. Yeah, so the hand comes out. I'm now trembling. The show isn't ending. It's like gorgeous model after gorgeous model.
And you're like,
quaking.
yes, quake.
Finally,
Yeah.
the leg comes out to like reinforce the fact that half my ass is
What
hanging
an
off the
evolution.
seat.
You are. That's
You go home and everyone's like, so how was it? Was it fabulous? And I was like, yeah, it was.
You loved it.
Clothes were really good.
You loved it that
Couldn't
much.
remember a thing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
See, that's what you do for fashion.
you do a lot for fashion.
Yeah. Dan, I think the first time you came on our show was with the cast of Schitt's Creek.
That's right.
And you were here, and an amazing cast, and I appreciate you doing that. And I think it was Catherine O'Hara was on as well. And I'm just gotta say, I'm so sorry about the passing. Gosh, you must have been.
Listen, it's like a collective loss, I think.
Yeah.
She was the greatest.
It's unbelievable.
She's irreplaceable. And, you know, I think the great comfort for me has just been to see how loved she was. You know what I mean?
She really
like
was.
the outpouring, everyone felt like they kind of knew her.
She could do
huge
everything.
loss.
She was one of the funniest comedians I've ever seen.
Absolutely.
Can do characters. Can
Unbelievably
It's gorgeous.
talented, improvising, one of the great.
Yeah. Well, we love you. I want to talk about your new show. It's called Big Mistakes.
Yeah.
And it's very, very, very funny. It has a very funny premise that stems from, I read, a real phobia that you have.
I have an irrational fear of being blackmailed into organized crime.
Okay. We can relate. A lot of people can relate.
I don't know how, I don't know why. But if you really think about it, would you want to be blackmailed into organized crime?
No, I would not. I have a phobia too, I guess.
I mean, I wouldn't do well. So when you're writing a show, you almost kind of have to think about like, okay, well, what's the worst case scenario that you would want to find yourself in? And it's this. Yeah. And my character is just as incapable as I would be if I were to find myself blackmailed into organized crime.
It's perfectly...
Instantly killed.
Yeah.
Like 45 seconds into meeting me, these people would...
Just off you. Yeah, and you came up with the idea with Rachel Sennett.
That's right.
Who, gosh, is so funny and one of the
Funniest.
freshest voices in comedy. She's great. How did you just from this?
Well, I mean, I had the premise, which is these two siblings find themselves like blackmailed into crime, and I thought, well, who else would be so unbelievably incapable of handling criminal activity? And called Rachel.
Yeah.
I still, to this day, like, she could just be offended by every time I mention this. But she said yes, and the two of us put our brains together and made this nutty show.
Funny, and you play a pastor, by the way.
I play a pastor, yeah, in a stunning turn of events.
I also love that. You wrote this show.
Yeah.
You're making all these choices.
Yeah, I got to employ myself somehow.
Yes, but you chose
Play
pastor.
the parts you're not getting anywhere else.
I know. A pastor.
No one's handing me action scripts.
Going to the
I had to write it for myself.
You are doing stunts in this, by the way.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh my God, how do you feel about that?
Well, by stunts, have you done stunts?
I mean, I haven't done stunts like this.
Well, that's a stunt.
surreal. That is
That
something
is a
else.
full-blown
Not
stunt.
everyone can do that.
Once you do that, you can do anything. The great thing about being like an actor and not a stunt person is that you do the stunt, or rather, someone does the stunt. You then come in and pick up where they left off.
Like
So they do all the hard work, and then you come in and you're like, whoa, wow. And hope that it looks real.
Yeah.
And then I guess you come on a late night talk show and reveal all the secrets.
No, yeah.
Spoil everything.
oh.
Anyway, I did the stunt.
Yes.
I did.
You didn't
but
do
it
the
looks
stunt,
real.
but it looks real.
That's right.
And what a cast, by the way. Laurie Metcalf
Laurie Metcalf.
had me screaming out loud laughing. She's unbelievably funny.
And like, I've just admired her my whole life.
Gosh,
and
she's
never
funny.
in a million years did I think she'd say yes. And then the minute you have Laurie Metcalf on your show, you're like, well, I guess the rest writes itself.
But I couldn't keep a straight face. The scenes are
We
unbelievable.
couldn't keep a straight face. We were in the scenes. And I learned this on Schitt's Creek.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to go with the laughter and let your character also find the person amusing.
Oh my
It's a
God.
way of making yourself look a little bit more professional.
Yeah, thank you for that tip. I want to show everyone a clip. You're going to love this show. Here's Dan Levy in Big Mistakes. Take a look.
What do you want for your birthday from Nicholas and Morgan?
Who are they?
Oh my God, it's a good question, Nana.
Your father gave me a necklace.
In Acapulco that you lost on your honeymoon. We know. Get your Nona necklace.
It was a diamond necklace.
Nona, I'm a public school teacher.
Okay, Morgan, the woman doesn't know who we are. I don't think she cares if it's real diamonds.
Yeah, I know.
Just something cheap and nostalgic that she can cherish during her final days. Is that so much to ask? Nikki, help your sister with this for once.
For once.
All right, do a good deed for me.
Come on. Dan Levy! Big Mistakes begins streaming April 9th on Netflix. We'll be right back with a performance from Thames. Stick around.